best Instagram hashtags and hashtag research for Instagram. What up guys, really special video today. Over 10,000 people are already doing this with Instagram. By the end of this video, no matter what type of Instagram account you have, you're gonna be able to use the absolute best hashtags. You're gonna be able to rank for almost every single one of them, and you're gonna not be shadow banned anymore. This is really gonna work for you. It's gonna change your profile, and it's gonna help you get in front of the right type of followers. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, Anthony, show us what you got. Show us this awesome Instagram hashtag research tool. Show us everything that's gonna help everybody watching this being able to change their Instagram account for the future. Show us what you got, man.
Perfect, let's do it. So as Ben's already told all you guys, this is basically revolutionizing the entire way you do hashtags on Instagram. So the first tool I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, the one that you're gonna get the most effect out of, right? If you really wanna get some results, and what we've been getting results with is our new super growth tool. So before we kind of had our hashtag research tools, our find related hashtags, which we'll go all into, but this is what really took all of that and really put it into a tool, which is why it's called super growth tool. It basically supercharges your Instagram account. So when you come to this tool, there's two things that you're going to do. The first one is you're going to put in your Instagram account username. So we can start off, I'll use my account as an example, one of my accounts. So put in our username, and then we're going to put in up to 5 hashtags. So as if I was doing hashtag research for this account, let me plug that in. So we could do, up to 5. So let's just do 3. We'll do success. Let's do business. Let's do marketing. So if I had a post, right, and I was posting and it's going to be revolving around business, marketing, success, things like that, money, plug those in, plug in your account, plug in the hashtags, you hit start. And what this is doing as this is going ahead and basically screening everything is it does two things. The first thing it does is it screens your Instagram account, which is why you put in your Instagram account username. And here's the purpose of that right here. So we can actually see where it screened our account. It took my account, and what it did is it did two things. It gave me my average engagement per post, which is 4,367, and also the hashtags found 710. So your username is going to screen your account for your average engagement. Very important. You guys are going to come to find out. And then the hashtags, it screens for the hashtags, which gave me 710. Now, all of these 710 hashtags, as you guys know, the most important place you want to be in hashtags is on the top post. You have your top post and you have most recent. If you're just in the most recent, you might pick up some traction, but you're going to get bogged down because people are going to post, and you easily start going into the 3rd, 4th, 5th page, or the 3rd, 4th, 5th scroll, whatever you want to call it. So you really want to make sure you're being on the top post, because that's just going to stay there for a long time. People can search over the course of hours. Your post is there, followers come in, everything like that. So an important thing to note here is that all of these hashtags, all 710 of them, they all have on top post 4,367 likes or less. So what does that mean? That means that if I make a post and I use one of these lists, and as you can see, it generates for us a nice amount of lists. So I take one of these lists, and if all my post does is it gets the average engagement that I usually get, it gets 4,367 likes, I'm probably ranking for all of these hashtags, right? Because I'm getting my average engagement. I'm competing for hashtags that have my average engagement or less. So I'm basically in a superior position compared to other people, other Instagrammers who are trying to rank for those keywords, which is the position you always want to be in, is a superior position, right? You always want a competitive edge over everybody, whether they're your friends, your competition, people similar in your niche, whatever. You want to be the biggest, fastest growing page out there, right? So you need things in your arsenal that are going to give you that competitive edge, and this is one. So before, right, we have also a growth tool, and the growth tool basically does exactly what this does, except it doesn't take into account your engagement. So that's good if you have a new account and you're just starting, there's no engagement to go off of. But if you do have, your Instagram account's existing, you have some engagement built up, you've been posting for a while, use the super growth tool, because the growth tool, and the way we did this in the past, is you just took the total posts from hashtags, right? So if you did like hashtag summer, that has millions and millions in there. And so that would be one of the hashtags you would use in like a stair step method, where you're stair stepping your hashtags, and that's one you would use. But never before were people really putting engagement into it. So the difference is instead of making groups of hashtags, staircasing and stacking hashtags based off the total number of posts in the hashtag, we're going to do it based off data. We're going to do it based off your engagement, so that you 100% start ranking for these, right? And that's basically what this does. So it gets the hashtags, matches them with your custom engagement, and then it also stair steps them. So it puts it in lists of about 25 to 28 hashtags. We go just under 30. You'll never get a list with 30 hashtags, so you'll never be viewed as spam or risk anything like that, like a potential shadow ban or anything like that. But it puts them into lists of 25 to 28, and it puts them into groups. So just as you would normally staircase these hashtags, it'll put it into like 5 different groups: a small group, a medium group, a large group. So you're getting all of it. You're getting the stair step method and stacking method incorporated into it, along with the engagement. And as you guys saw, like, it only took 5 seconds to boot up. So you're getting all of that instantaneously, stuff that used to take hours on end to do, and stuff that was also almost impossible to do, because prior to this, you couldn't really get accurate engagement rate numbers, right? Those weren't really possible. So this is the tool that you really want to use if you want to start ranking. This is by far the most powerful tool we have on social info as of right now. The other tools, like I said, the growth tool, same as this, except it's not going to take into account your engagement. So that's perfect if you're a brand new account, because you'll have no engagement to go on.
Let me ask you this, Anthony. I have a question, and I'm sure everybody watching this too is going to ask it. And by the way, guys, if you're brand new to the channel and this is something that you're like, wow, I can't believe this is available, the link is in the description. You're going to be able to get it. But one of the questions you guys might have is, part of Instagram hashtag research is making sure that you don't go into a shadow ban. And if you guys have ever been in a shadow ban before, go ahead and drop a comment below. Let us know if you've ever been in a shadow ban before. Is not knowing if the hashtags are blocked, or if Instagram is considering posts using that hashtag as spam. Do you have a tool or part of social info that caters towards knowing that you're only using hashtags that Instagram's okay with at that particular time, but they're not banned?
Yeah, so that's a great question you bring up, and it's something that we saw as a fault in our system, and we actually took measures to go ahead and fix that, so you would know and make sure that you're not using a banned hashtag. So let me give you guys an example of how you would do that. So let's go here and copy a list, right? We want to make sure that none of these are banned. What we're going to do is we're going to go to our hashtag research tool, and we're going to paste it in there. Now, I don't think that any of the hashtags in here are going to be banned, so I'm going to purposely put a banned one in, just so everyone, your audience, can see what actually happens. So we'll put in Snap.
Excellent. Guys, drop a comment and make sure to smash the like button if you're loving this, and if you're like, my gosh, this is going to be able to save my Instagram account and allow me to just grow exponentially, because this works for any niche. And if you're brand new, you want to get more training, want to get more tips and tricks on Instagram hashtag research, make sure to tap that notification bell so you can stay updated every time myself, Anthony, are dropping this massive value for you guys.
Yeah, guys, bring up that engagement rate. Just like Instagram, right? We need engagement on Instagram to rank. It's the same thing with a video like this, engagement. So make sure you guys are hitting those likes for Ben, hitting those likes for social info. But as you guys saw, I took that list and I put it into the hashtag research tool. We hit research, and here's what popped up. So we see Snap, right? Snap was the hashtag I put in on purpose, because I know it's banned. And as we can see right here, this is a banned hashtag. It literally tells us. And just for quick visuals, there's a big red exclamation point. It's going to stick out. You're going to see it. Nothing's going to go under the radar. But all the rest are pretty good. The tool's pretty good at not taking into account banned hashtags, because since it's already screening for engagement, a banned hashtag won't have engagement to begin with. So the chances of you getting one are very, very slim. But just to make sure, always do this. And if you're ever doing your own hashtag research with our other tools, make sure you do it as well. But this will keep you out of shadow bans, out of banned hashtags, because if you use one banned hashtags in your list, you won't show up for any of your hashtags. So very, very important that you guys don't use any banned hashtags. And you use the hashtag research tool for that. And basically what this tool does, guys, is like, you put in a hashtag like we put in this entire list. It's giving us the total posts, the average top likes, and the average top comments. So let's say you use the super growth tool for a while, but you think like, hey, you know, I'm getting kind of good with this. I want to do my own custom research. You want to really dive deep into it. This is the tool you're going to want to use. The super growth tool is great because as you're starting out, you don't have a feel for it, and it takes all the guesswork out for you. It makes it super simple. As you get good, you start to get a feel for it. You do more custom research. These tools are what'll help you get into the nitty gritty for your very specific account. Aside from that, guys, there's the finder related hashtags where you'd pop in a hashtag, like we could do business here. And it's going to give us a ton of related. So if you need ideas and you want to research more hashtags, this is a good way to go ahead and do it. It's giving you basically every hashtag related to this, which is great because imagine if, you know, before you're writing all these ideas on paper and then checking them, this will just spit it all out. So it's a time saver, guys. That's really the biggest thing of this tool is we give this tool to some of the biggest pages on Instagram who do all their own hashtag research by hand. They're used to the old school methods and they're completely blown away. They're like, I wish this was out here in 2015, right? Imagine if we had tools like this when we were growing accounts back in 2015, 2016. Then we have download media. So you just link an Instagram post, put in the link, and you could go ahead and download it right off the tool. A lot of people are always asking, how do you download tools? And the other crazy cool thing that we have is the find viral post. So, you know, if you were growing a viral page before, you'd be looking on the explore page for content, doing guesswork, looking at an account, and then seeing what's their engagement rate relative to their follower count. Should I repost this? How did it work? But we can plug in an account here, and this will give us all of the most viral posts on that page. And it takes out all the guesswork. It's backed by data. So these are two of the highest engaged posts on the page. And then we could literally click view post, and you could go and view the post. It'll take you right to the Instagram, which then if you click view post, it takes you to the Instagram. You copy that link, you go back to the immediate downloader and download it. So this is like an all-in-one tool. Find viral content, download the content, get your hashtags, do your hashtag research. It's like basically taking organic growth and maximizing the most you can out of organic growth.
That's freaking amazing. Guys, it's so much more than just an Instagram hashtag research tool. Not only is this going to help you do proper Instagram hashtag research, but you're going to be able to use it to find the content out there. And whether you're using your own or not, you're going to be able to see, okay, this is what Instagram's currently ranking for this particular niche. So you can model after that, not only be able to rank for hashtags, but be able to put out the best content and have a competitive edge, just as Anthony said, when you're using your Instagram hashtag. So this is phenomenal. Anthony, I appreciate you being on here and sharing all this with everybody watching this video. Guys, if you want social info and want to get started, there's a link in the description. You can get started for free for what, like 7 days, Anthony?
Yes, 7 days completely free, and you can cancel it at any time. So it's like no harm, no foul. The worst that can go wrong is you're going to grow a couple followers. It's the absolute worst.
Absolute worst, guys. It's Instagram compliant, which is a big deal because this doesn't need your password. It follows Instagram API. There's nothing dangerous about this software, and it gives you all of that important data that you need with complete time, with efficiency. And you know what? For the cost of, I don't know, what you spend on coffee in a week, you can get this in a month. So it's very cost effective. It's gonna free up your time. And we just invite you, if you wanna learn a little bit more about it, test it out, see how well it works for you. There's a link that I've included in the description for you guys to be able to go ahead and get a discount. Not only be able to get that free trial, but also a discounted, really awesome rate that Anthony put together for you guys that you're only gonna find in this video right here. So Anthony, appreciate you being on here. And for all of you brand new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you didn't already hit that button that looks like a thumb, make sure to smash it. And if you have any questions for myself or Anthony, drop them in the comments below, and we will see you guys next time.